I'm all in. Fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We depart and relocate and save me from my woes, I'm staying. Out of my sin, I'm a brand new man. Out of this book, got a brand new friend. One shook with the words he said, and the other one shook when he came from the dead. The dead. Honestly, yeah, you know it's him. I can see it cause I know it. When I speak, yeah, you know it's him. Better know it's him. Yeah. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Got my rock, I take my chances. This right here, I couldn't abandon. But it's happening, this ain't magic. But they tried that, all that plastic. You know, God's the made of fabric. I done felt my skin turn static. And then watched it all in tragedy. I didn't know that was the cost. I think God, he paid that off. I was lying way too much. He just jealous all the fun. Heard he lost the team, that's tough. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We depart and relocate and save me from my woes, I'm staying.
NBA 2K TV, it's playoff season, my favorite season.
25 is packed with playoff goodies.
And you don't want to miss what my team is serving up. Take a look.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's the NBA, and now Washington's starting group. They've got Sarr. George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Taylor is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Here's Jerome. It's stolen by Taylor, and he comes up with the deuce.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag, and where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Jerome. After the made shot from Taylor. Here's Koulibaly. Kicks it down to Middleton. Here's Jerome. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Stolen by Middleton. Here's Jerome. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Traps in the train. Taylor's got 5 points so far.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Here's Jerome. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any.
Yep, I would agree.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Offensive rebound. Bitadze. Banchero passes to Taylor. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Last time they met was in Washington.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, depth plays a huge factor in this league. You can't win just with 5 guys.
Bounce pass Suggs. Wagner outside. Here's the line to the hoop. And it's Taylor finishing it off.
Yeah, that's a great decision by Wagner. Quickly getting it to the open man.
Wizards trail by 8. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
The two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Middleton. The Wizards with another miss. Magic leading by 8. Taylor passes to Wagner. That's in. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the Beast.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team. Great ball over there.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Bucks. Pass to Koulibaly. Shot to stop the run, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Taylor with the stuff.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Middleton. He had 25 points last game. Jerome, no good.
And the Stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Here's Shaw. He has yet to score. Time called here. Wizards decide to talk it over. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a game.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
So for the Magic, Abaji's checked in, and Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Brooks checked in for Song. Vucevic comes in for Chris Middleton. Ivy's checked in for Koulibaly. And Poole subbed in for Ty Jerome.
Oh, that's a high IQ play by Poole. Able to work it inside and get to the line.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, let the league Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And here's Ivy after the three-pointer from Taylor. Here's Poole. Vucevic trying to get open. And Poole gets it to go.
Showing his strength inside. Poole muscles that one home.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for Orlando. 16-point lead. Takes the three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we... thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now, here's Poole. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. Here's Wagner. Here's Taylor. Banked in off the glass. 22 points for the Beast.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Poole against Taylor. It's stolen by Taylor. Three-pointer. Washington with the rebound. 1:39 left in the first quarter of the game. Vucevic against Banchero. And it's Vucevic missing.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Passes to Abaji. Anthony kicks to Taylor. This one for three. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
He's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. The kick out to Poole. No good again that time.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
It's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
It's stolen by Taylor. Slammed in by Taylor.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
That shows the confidence Poole has, not hesitating to rise and fire when the shot's there.
Here's Taylor. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now, here's Poole. 6 points for him. Launches a three. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Taylor. That one's not going to go. He got it up. No good that time. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. On the floor for Orlando.
At the line for
and a new
Orlando.
group getting ready for the Wizards. Vucevic checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Brooks. Ivy's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Poole subbed in for Ty Jerome. That's good for Marshall. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet, there's a scorecard that says win or loss?
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
So on the floor for Washington, Koulibaly is out. There with George, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Jordan Poole, and it's Ivy in at the 2 guard. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The beast in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
The Magic have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the Wizards making a change here. Kispert's checked in.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Ivy. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Poole up top, covered by Taylor. George passes to Poole. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Taylor's shot good.
Yet another. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Poole. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now the pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
flying. And throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a huge
72. The Wizards 35.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with Taylor, and it's Vitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
Well, back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and spawned.
There have been quite a few of them.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to George. Rejected by Banchero.
No real surprise there. Banchero's blocks are something we're getting used to seeing.
Here's Taylor driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Taylor's got 43 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Jerome. Here's Koulibaly. Hits the three-point bomb. Koulibaly's got his second basket of the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Taylor's shot good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Jerome after the made shot from Taylor. Shot from 12. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Taylor with the stop.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. a tough break for the game.
Orlando making some changes. Abaji's checked in, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Wagner. And a switcher also for Washington. Brooks checked in for George. Here's Jerome. Doubled by Taylor. Brooks the best of Jerome. 4 on the shot clock. For 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Taylor taking his time here. From outside, off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
From outside the arc. Again, one avalanche.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for third most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another. Here are the Magic now, after the basket by Washington. And good! There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Great, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying the offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Well, look, you can't sleep on Suggs' athleticism because the second you do, he explodes to the rim.
Now here's Middleton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Taylor after the basket by Washington. Pass to Abaji. There's Bitadze. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass. Paying off that time. Bitadze's got 4 points in the quarter. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Washington. Koulibaly with it. He's covered by Suggs. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Anthony's checked in for Jalen Suggs. The Wizards also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Sarr. Ivy comes in for Chris Middleton. And Poole subbed in for Ty Jerome. Now, here's Poole. 15 points in the game. No place jumper from the free throw line. Poole's got 17.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its drafts into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and are seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Here's Koulibaly. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Anthony. He trains the quick shot.
Anthony.
He's got 6.
Nice handoff by Caldwell-Pope. Making a well-timed pass.
So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Out to Taylor, fires the 3, trains the three-pointer. Taylor's got 58.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
It's stolen by Taylor. There's the 3. Good, that's another bucket.
He's at 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Now here's Taylor. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And they're really in a good position here thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Batadze the pass to Taylor. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. The tray. Here's Batadze. Plays it up and banks it in. Batadze's got 6.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Taylor against Poole. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
It's tipped. Here's Ivy. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money. And made things look easy for his teammates.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. George is out there with Kispert. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Brooks. And it's Smart in at the shooting guard. Now Smart after the missed 3 from Taylor. Brooks misses. Pass to De Silva. To the inside. Taylor. Passes it to Marshall. Here's Taylor. Rebound, Washington.
Out of bounds.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And here's Marshall bring it up for the Magic. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this. It'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Now here's Smart. To the left side wing. Kispert wide open. He fires. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Taylor. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Now here's Taylor. The fast break opportunity. Johnson with the block. Now here's Kispert. He's covered by Banchero. Orlando, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's sent back by George. Johnson inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
To the left wing. Here's Marshall. Makes it off the glass.
That kick takes the beat totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Smart. Johnson for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Taylor with the stop.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Outside, Smart. There's the pass to Johnson. No one near him. And it's Johnson again missing. Magic have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's De Silva. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle.
Oh, wow, what a quick move inside. That is incredible.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Got a piece of it. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offense.
And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jerome, he's checked in for Washington. That's good from Kispert. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also kind of get on the same page. They're going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Well, that's 5 now. It'll be interesting to see if they can continue to go at him to try to get him to foul out of this game.
Wizards making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Smart wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Taylor. Another one goes. Incredible. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Smart misses. Orlando's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Here's Jerome, guarded by Taylor. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's it for him. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, yet just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from.
I got the two-tone. I feel like then I'm speaker. Hey, give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance.
postseason energy has arrived in the Playoff Spotlight Sim in My Team. Head to the challenge menu for a huge opportunity to collect a star player card from every postseason team, including 16 pink diamond player cards available now in round 1.
Play 3 quick games against each playoff team to collect rewards. It's simple. 1 clutch time win, 1 in triple threat, and 1 in full lineup, and you'll be pulling in a new member of your My Team.
You'll take those player cards with you to complete future challenges along the way. The reward level grows as each playoff round progresses.
Yep, and as teams make their run to the championship, you'll earn Galaxy Opals, Dark Matters, 100 overalls, and after the...
On the floor for the visiting at shooting. It's time to introduce the starting 5 for your Orlando Magic.
Greetings, everyone. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Collins. He's out there with Rizashe. Ellis is out there with Okongwu. And it's Pumpkin in at the point. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Taylor is out there with Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. And a few teams so far, Brent, with a surprisingly rough start to the season.
Well, this is really where the staff gets tested, Kevin. You know that your team has been put together for specific reasons. Those reasons aren't yet playing out. So coaching staffs have to keep these players confident. They have to keep them working on the ultimate goal to improve things. And at some point, given an 82-game schedule, there could be a breakthrough and the team can get very hot very quickly.
Shot by Taylor, no good. Pass to Rizashe. It's stolen by Taylor. To the paint, looking for Banchero and gets it there. That one drops one.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Now here's Ellis. 11 points last game. Here's Buffkin. In the corner, Collins with it. Rejected by Taylor off his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Okongwu kicks to Collins. 6 to shoot. Pass to Buffkin. Inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star break in 2024.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Now here's Ellis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The Hawks again can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Taylor, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, that's a terrific pass by the big fella. Banchero is adding that element to his game as his career progresses.
Here's Rizashe. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket. No matter what D he's faced with, he averages about 31.5 points a game. Now here's Taylor, the fast break opportunity. And Suggs throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
scoring 16 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Ellis finds Okongwu.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Down low, here's Taylor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Taylor's got his second bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Here's Buffkin. And just miss after miss right now.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Rizashea. Alo Banchero making his last shot. Buffkin with the bucket.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now here's Taylor. Against Washington, he was really on his game. It's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Hawks trail. By 9. That's to Collins. Now the dish to Ellis. Bobbed up there for Collins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Bitadze. He's guarded by Collins. 4 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Banchero, that's good.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Rizashea with it. 29 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Collins against Banchero. Okongwu trying to break free. Shot by Collins, no good. And there's Wagner on the assist from Sun.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Hawks trail by 13. Outside Collins. Kicks it to Ellis. Going inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one.
A different look here. Now, here's Wagner. Tight defense on him.
Good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Got Price. John Collins is out there with Rizashay. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Buffkin in at the 1 spot. Magic leading by 15. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Price dishes to Okongwu. Here's Buffkin. He has 5. Nice defense from Wagner.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the middle. Here's De Silva. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And Rizashay, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handles, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Here's Buffkin. He's covered by Taylor. Hawks passing it around. The pass to Price. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back and finish off by Collins.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Here's Taylor, and again it's Orlando with the 3.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Buffkin, covered by Taylor. Out to Price. Passes it to Collins. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Batadze. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Taylor. Pass to Batadze. Out to Taylor. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
That's too good a look to get them from behind the arc.
Here's Rizashay. He's defended by Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Abaji's checked in, and Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Wagner passes to Taylor. Over Price, and it's Orlando with another.
A glance around the floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
Taylor against Price. Pass to Buffkin. it's Orlando with the rebound.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Taylor. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Dishes to Price. Collins, that's a two-pointer. Atlanta again missing.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Slammed in by Taylor.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Looking to end the run. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vitante's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Taylor. 1:24 left in the first half. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Bufkin. He has 5. And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Batazzi the pass to Taylor. Oh, and the dunk by Taylor.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Bufkin. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Williams with the block. And he recovers it. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The pass to Collins. Here's Rizachet. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here's Anthony. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Taylor. Here's Abaji. The buzzer beater.
How about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's Orlando going to the break, holding an enormous 37.
For your Magic Youth Dance Team.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with Taylor, and it's Vitanze in at the center. That's who's out there for Orlando. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He had an impressive number of points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop it.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And not even giving the D a chance there. Banchero just too quick.
Passes it to Okongwu. And they get it. And Rizashea finishes inside. Rizashea's got 21.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And that one dropped for him. And Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
The dish now to Ellis. Shoots. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Taylor taking his time here. And that one's good. Wagner's got 13 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Taylor passes to Bitadze. And he banks in the lane. He has 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Buffkin. He has 5. He dishes it to Collins. The 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low, here's Okongwu. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And the shot goes in. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Taylor. Here's Bitadze. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bitadze's got 4 points in the quarter.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing. But they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Taylor kicks to Suggs. 3-pointer. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively, just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
To the right side. Wagner on the wing. Here's Bitadze. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Buffkin. He's got 5. Looking to get back on track here. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Taylor's got 33.
And those aren't the type of 3-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Rizashea. Over Taylor. Atlanta again missing. Orlando's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
Buffkin, first personal foul. first team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs.
And he makes the first. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Both good from the line that time. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Price, the pass to Williams. Price outside over Suggs. No good from Price.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively. Well, he had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Hachimura kicks to Price. Mann passes to Williams. Back to Mann. Shot clock at 5. To end the drought. The shot by Williams, no good. Here are the Magic now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hachimura. Here's Mann. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Mann's got his first bucket in this one. Inside, here's Taylor. Oh, and the dunk by Taylor.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
To the inside, here's Hachimura. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And so it's Orlando holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. I think more steps are coming.
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Orlando.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Beast.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Rizachet. Okongwu is out there with Hachimura. Then it's Ellis, and it's Pumpkin in at the 1. Pass to Okongwu. Now Reza Shea, and he drops it in from the low post. Reza Shea's got 35.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Taylor's shot, good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA.
The spotlight is on you, 2K community. Here are your top plays of the week. Let's throw down in Old Town with K-Ran 1. Sets a bone-rattling screen and rim runs for the off-backboard jam. K screened, K ran.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Here with the greats, Richard, and the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Cameron Johnson. He's out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Vukcevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Goga Bitadze. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Taylor in at the two-guard spot. You take a look at the Magic. They've split their first 2 games in the NBA Cup. They have a 1-1 record in the group stage.
This is a giant one for them in the Cup. If they lose, they're pretty much out. If they win, then it comes down to the final group stage.
And then when you talk about Brooklyn, this is a huge game for them in the NBA Cup. They're 2-0. A win tonight gets them close to the knockout round.
Oh, yeah, B.A. If they can win this one on the road, a 3-0 record means you've got 1 foot in the knockout round. But if they get a loss, they'll probably need help to get out of the group.
Uses the glass on the layup. Taylor's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Thomas passes to Dunn. Such a wide open look.
Not just a scorer. Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
To the middle. Here's Taylor, coming off 41 points. Last game out. 3-pointer, no good. And they're on the break. Here's Thomas. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Bitadze. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises that have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Pass to Thomas, 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 17.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they need to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Thomas passes to Dosunmu. Here's Dunn. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 11. Taylor. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Dosunmu, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here's Orlando. They're on a 17-6 run. Taylor passes to Wagner, and it's good for two.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
It's Thomas on the wing. Dunn left side. Elbow shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Magic. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Here's Taylor. 12 points for him. No good with the triple. Thomas outside. Rebound by the Magic. Batadze's got 4 rebounds in the game. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He's as confident as they come.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit.
Ben Caro is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. But Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
They've got Wagner, and it's Batadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
4-3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
So yeah, time to line it up. And you know what? He's capable.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Dunn outside. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kolek. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Kolek's got 4 points this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Thomas, right side. The shot by Dunn, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hawks was simply terrific. He ended up with 41 points, and he was dealing assists all around. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today. Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Dunn nails the wide-open jumper. Dunn's got his second basket.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Here's Taylor. And it's Orlando with another.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Nets trail by 21. Outside Johnson. Pass to Vukcevic. Here's Dunn. Knocks down the long J. Dunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And the Magic call time here. Change here. Suggs is checked in, and after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Wagner, the pass to Taylor. Fires for three. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Out of bounds. It's going to be Orlando's ball. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted.
Oh my goodness! Did you see that? Bring it out the hammer!
Finish. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Johnson finds Thomas. Now Johnson, defended by Wagner. Outside Achua. It's Thomas on the wing. 6 to shoot. That's tipped. Fires it from 18. Tipped.
And if they want to not come back here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
But that was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
Dunn outside. They need this. Thomas misses.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Fires the 3, and again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Achua. Desumu comes in for Johnson. Mann, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Carroll in for Dunn. With the drive, Suggs with it. And it's Mann picking him up. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Abaji. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And another fast break opportunity for the Magic. Here we go.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, B.A., it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
And he drops it first. Brooklyn. And so it's the Orlando Magic building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up there.
The Nets, 32. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Brooklyn shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. On the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Dasumu. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5. Thomas misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
To the inside. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 5.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Well, the Magic shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Taylor, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Dunn, the pass to Thomas. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Suggs finds Banchero. Here's Taylor. Off target from outside. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Thomas. Looking to end this cold spell. And he dunks it down.
He's just such a strong guard. Thomas can muscle his way into any area.
Wagner, the pass to Taylor. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Vukcevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Thomas. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. He has 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Johnson. Thomas outside. 3-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thomas has got 7 points for the quarter.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Here's Taylor. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half. Now nails another.
DeSumo with it. Working on Bataze. Thomas outside. 13 feet out. Rebound by the Magic.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Now here's Dunn. Not a lot of room. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Dunn's got 9 points.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Time. Oh, big finish! Wow!
I like their approach here. Suggs really makes the effort to get his guys set up well.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Dunn. Rebounded by Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. And the basket by Taylor. Taylor's got 44.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Now here's Dunn. He's got 9. Pass to Johnson. Thomas outside. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Thomas has got 10 points in just the second half.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Taylor's shot is off. Brooklyn's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense. They're doing some good work at the line this half.
We've got Cole Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And the basket by Taylor.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Pass to Vukcevic. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And it's good. 2 points.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Taylor. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Saving the possession. Great energy from Banchero on the glass.
Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Dunn outside. Misses the 3.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Taylor. Puts up a 3. Good. He hits again.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, night in, night out. And there's the call on Banchero. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Matase's checked in for Orlando. Vincent's checked in for Brooklyn. James comes in for Thomas. Down low. Here's Dunn. Orlando with the rebound. Matase's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Taylor. This one for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Dunn outside. Can they get it? Johnson controls the rebound and the putback.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Here's Taylor, and he jams it home with authority.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Magic shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Launches a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Orlando foul. Taylor.
Brooklyn, the Jewish checked in for Vincent, and it's Carroll in for Dunn.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets. Precious Achiuwa. Carroll.
Here's Carroll. James. Outside. Pass to Johnson. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Batase's got 11 rebounds in the game. Throws it up high. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And here's James. To the left wing. Here's Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to win the run. The shot no good. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Batase. Here's Taylor. Fires the 3. Hits yet again. Wow!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Carroll. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Brooklyn shooting just 38% here in the fourth. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Taylor. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching it from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Beast.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
And it's rejected.
The stuff from Banchero, using that over 7-foot wingspan.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Man comes in for James. Outside Achua. Pass to Man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Taylor. Right wing. Here's Marshall. And the three-pointer goes.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Taylor. The three. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Which play impressed you the most? Vote now for your 2KTV Top Play of the Week. And remember to send your best plays with your gamer tag over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Gotta go. I'm throwing a pool party for the team, and Slamson needs floaties. Hope I can find him in purple. See ya.
Earlier in the season, Team 2KTV jumped into my NBA eras to take on the Curry era.
From the draft to the final.
Let's hear it center.
Hello. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Ball. He's out there with Smith. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Williams. And it's Salon in at the 4. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with Taylor. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Sinks the three-pointer.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
Wagner passes to Taylor. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Itadze. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second. Points.
And this is something this guy takes pride in. Capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Pass to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
Right side Taylor. There's the triple. Score the basket. No shot after missing his first attempt.
Good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now, here is Smith, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. Williams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Taylor. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
The 10-footer. That one a little long. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And here is Ball after the three-pointer from Taylor. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
You've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Magic have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Taylor. Over Smith. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Hornets trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Salon. He takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys. Serves him just fine.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
It's blocked. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You cannot be overzealous when you're trying to guard Jalen Suggs. He's so crafty, so good at drawing fouls.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And the first one drops.
Now, Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Good on both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. 6-point game. Kuzma against Wagner. The kick out to Ball. That 3 off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Taylor. Bangs home the trifecta. Taylor's got 16.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And it's Williams with the jam.
Boy, what a nice find from LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
Here's Taylor. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at.
Magic leading by 12, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Smith. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Carroll in at the 1.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Brooklyn put on a show. He finished with 64 points. And as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Carroll. Lays it up off the glass. Carroll's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Taylor's shot good.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Hornets trail by 18. Here's Carroll. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. You can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Orlando leading by 17. Pass to Colin. Here's Taylor. Off target with his 3.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. Taylor's got 11 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Salon. Here's Smith. Rejected by Taylor. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Kuzma kicks to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Smith against Taylor. Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
Pass to Salon. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Taylor against Smith.
Two things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Taylor's shot, good.
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Taylor. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Launches it. And again, it's the magic from deep.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Carroll with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. Out left to the wing. Here's Kuzma. Williams dishes to Smith. Good on the shot. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Mark Williams.
Here's Orlando now. They're on an 18-7 run. Jacks up a three. And three-pointer good on the shot from Taylor.
Yeah, they're right on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the Hornets call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. It seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offense.
So it's Orlando out there.
The end of the first half with the score. Your Magic 81. The Hornets 49.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Taylor is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Outside, Taylor fires for three. Buries it from three-point range. Taylor's got the first basket in the third quarter for Orlando.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Ball, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Taylor with the stop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Taylor attacking. Suggs in the corner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. B.A. Banks.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Taylor's got 45 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Magic.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Suggs passes to Taylor. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Suggs is so competitive. You knew he wanted to respond with that three.
Ball, the pass to Smith. He lobs it up.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
The Magic have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic.
Jalen Suggs out here making plays, getting his guys involved.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Smith outside. Back to ball. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Batadze.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
It's good.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Smith on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Batadze. Batadze's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
The shot's good from Smith.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Here's Batadze, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Batadze's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Smith with it. 10 points for him. Inside. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Assist goes to
Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Here's Taylor. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Salon. Ball feeling it out a bit. Williams kicks to Smith. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Smith against Taylor. Wagner passes to Taylor. Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. And Orlando again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a quick pass.
And stolen by Wagner. 3 on 3. Here's Suggs. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Suggs has got 10 points in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball. In transition for easy ones, that's big time.
It's good on the putback. Smith's got 14.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Down low, Taylor. And Taylor with the stop.
That's how you share the puck. He does this time and time again.
Well, it's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Smith. Williams trying to break free, and it's Smith missing.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Ball finds Williams. And they'll get another chance. Smith against Taylor. Again, the miss by Smith.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The shot's good. And Carroll's got his third basket of the night right there.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Smith scanning the floor. There's Ball with the three. That shot, no good. Fires away from way outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando able to put on a show for the Agents. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Hornets shooting 40% from the field. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Matthews out there with Washington. And it's Fisher. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Simpson. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Matthews. Here's Post. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Taylor. And he hits it again.
He's at 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Outside Matthews. And the pass to Washington. Here's Post. Great defense that time from Banchero. Well, Orlando shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
T.J. Washington. First personal foul.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late. It's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks.
Substitution
some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wagner. And Taylor subbed in for Cole Anthony. Some changes for Charlotte. Taylor shot good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Orlando's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Carroll. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Magic.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Beast.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Knocked loose, he swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And it's Carroll with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. There's the dish to Williams. And Kuzma has it in the corner. He kicks it to Carroll. Charlotte again missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Taylor taking his time here. From deep. And got it! Another basket. And that's 70. He's unbelievable. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd.
Danny has a great team. I've got a great team. I'm ready to play this one-game NBA Finals for the winner take all.
It all comes down to this one game.
I will say this about Danny. He's been practicing at every mode in NBA 2K25. So my money's on Danny today.
I think we're all rooting for Danny.
I do feel like Danny's on lockdown on defense, but I am concerned about his offense.
I think Ronnie just doesn't like that Goran Dragic is your #1 option.
It's not a bad point.
You guys remember Derek Favors from the Western Conference Finals, right?
That's true. He played well for you. Big dunk there.
It was a mistake to take out the defenders for a little bit and give him a rest. He scored 3 straight times inside. That was a lapse.
Stagger those centers.
Yeah, one at a time. That's a good idea, Blake.
This is his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. This has been a close game.
Go right past you.
Oh, wow. Over Kawhi. Okay.
Patient move. Instead of going right away, he waited for Brian to react.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Dribble. Let's go.
Has Brian made a 3 yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
All right, I'm going to go with the same prediction. Whoever makes the most threes will win this game.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling.
Brian, are you finding it difficult to penetrate all this size?
Maybe that's it. I'm just trying to, there we go. I'm trying to find some offense.
Tries a 3 off the
Waiters for 3. Oh, big shot.
Wow.
Whoa.
That was huge, Danny.
5-point lead at halftime. How are we feeling, Danny?
I need to really just stay to the course and not give up anything inside. Then I think I'll be all right.
Let's go. Come on, folks.
Tie ball game.
For shooting, do you do high risk, low risk, or what do you do to it's kind of hard to get these jump shots down because there's so many different players. It's not your my player, you know?
Yeah, I do normal risk reward because of that reason. I don't want to just, I feel like I'll just run it how it normally is. No way.
1, 2, 3.
Dang, nice shot.
All right, 1-point game. We got another great game here.
We do.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far.
Oh.
Yes.
He literally said he built this team with 2 big guys, and no one can stop Kawhi in the lane.
Boom! To the rack for the lead.
Let's go.
Okay, Daddy's chirping. Let's go.
Dion Waiters.
Coming up next, the Raptors taking on the Magic. For the Raptors, hello and welcome to the NBA on GlesshGxd Sports this Tuesday evening. I'm Brian Anderson here with Grant Hill and Stan. So the Raptors starting 5. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Dick. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Goga Batadze. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Taylor in at shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. You take a look at the Magic. For them, the stakes could not be higher. They're 2-1 in group play so far. A win tonight is essential.
Well, it's still early in the regular season, but this is a huge test for them. They have to win to advance in the Cup. So tonight has a playoff feel.
And when you talk about the Raptors, it has not been a good NBA Cup for them. 0-3 record.
And with this being the final group game, they will not advance. It's so tough for them.
Quickly, passes to Barrett. Now here's Barnes. Five on the clock. Here's Dick. And the 3 off target. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And Carroll right side. Pass to Taylor. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Pass to Taylor. There's the drive. It's good. Taylor's got his second basket of the game.
Sharp assist by Suggs. Capable of running your attack.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role. Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup, he just couldn't knock it down.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Here's Taylor. Here's Batadze. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Robinson. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Pass to Taylor. For 3. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Quickly against Suggs. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the playmaking of Banchero. At 6'10", he really has a guard skill level.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Toronto trailing. Here's Quickly. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And Carroll surveys. That one goes. Count it.
That is Sun strength. Banchero takes the foul, but it's not enough to throw him off rhythm.
How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Orlando. Good momentum. 8 straight points. It's stolen by Barnes. Inside. Here's quickly. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Here's Banchero, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Banchero's got 5 now.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's quickly. Rebound by the Magic. Batadze's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Counted. And Carroll's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
Here's Taylor. And another basket for Orlando.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Moses, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Appreciate the report, Allie. A line change here for Toronto. To the middle. Here's Roden. Another shot. It's rebounded by Banchero.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Taylor. From deep 3-point land. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Roden. Goes back up. Orlando with the rebound.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Ingram, the pass to Brooks.
Magic foul.
The Magic making a switch here. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
So for the Raptors right now, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Magic leading by 4. Suggs outside. Pass to Taylor. Here's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now Barnes. Last game for him, he picked up 13. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Here's Taylor. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. The 3 is up. Gets gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Raptors trail by 10. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Quickly. It's Barrett on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Agbaji can't hit. For Toronto, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Barrett can't hit. Orlando leading by 10. Ooh, ripped away. Now here's Dick. Defense right on him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Roden's checked in for Toronto. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Barnes passes to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Roden knocks it down from distance. Roden's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Taylor. Orlando again missing. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Roden. Down low. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Taylor. Yep, that one goes. Taylor's got 8 points here in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Ooh, poked away. Pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Barnes with it. And here's Dick. He's covered by Suggs. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on. First half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Magic up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter.
The Raptors, 59.
And with we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Magic leading by 3. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Suggs, then it's Goga Pataze, and it's Taylor in at the 2. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Walter. Great D that time from Banchero.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He ended up with 70 points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great report there, Ali. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying himself.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Pass to Dick to stop the run. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind. Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half. Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
There's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Well, you love the find by Wagner at 6'10", a good passer, and has a great view of the floor.
And Toronto calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Toronto making a switch here. Quickly's checked in from downtown. And again, Toronto, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Orlando shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Orlando, Taylor. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. Raptors trail by 15. Right side Dick.
Blocked! Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
To the inside. And Caro no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Taylor. Here we go. Oh, my goodness.
What a dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Banchero. Going all the way to the rack. And the basket by Taylor. Taylor's got 42 in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Taylor. Second shot opportunity, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Dick. Second chance shot, and rejected. Get it back. Barrett passes to Quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dick. And it's all from three-point range.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Taylor. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Taylor's got 47 points. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great, You got to love that intensity.
You got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Barnes passes to Dick. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And he lobs it up top.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Timeout called. The Raptors. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then.
Magic leading by 8. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got R.J. Barrett. Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And they're putting together another quality possession, taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And it's Dick off the drive, looking to get it going. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Robinson. Back to Ingram. And here's Dick. The 3-ball. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Here's Taylor, guarded by Dick, takes a 3, and the basket by Taylor. Taylor's got 54 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Barrett passes to Barnes. Back to Barrett. There's the triple. And again, Toronto with a triple.
I love the back and forth. Barrett, I mean, he enjoys this kind of competition.
Here's Taylor, guarded by Dick. Taylor passes to Banchero from the arc. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Ingram, pass to Robinson. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Taylor. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. 9-point game.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Taylor. He's guarded by Barnes. Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Oh, Robinson with a block. Ingram on the wing. Defended by Wagner. Outside Dick. Back to Ingram. Knocked away and stolen by Suggs. And the Magic pushing it up now. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. And the Magic lead by 11.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
And Toronto calls time here. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Bataze's checked in for Abaji. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Offensive rebound. Bataze, and there it is for him. Bataze's got his first points of the night.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
That's good from Robinson on the assist by Barnes.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Suggs, the pass to Taylor. And he makes in the layup. Taylor's got 59 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Oh, and now with no question, powered it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Ingram. Sinks that one from the post. Ingram's got 29 points.
Well, when Ingram gets it going like this, he's a very hard man to defend.
Taylor passes to Wagner. And that one drops for him. And the Magic lead by 50.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Barrett passes to Robinson. From deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Bataze's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Taylor. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
On the wing, Grady Dick. And there's the rejection. Here's Taylor, guarded by Dick. Taylor's shot is off. Raptors trail by 18. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Now here's Dick.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Tries again. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Suggs, the pass to Taylor. Over Barrett. It's stolen by Barnes. Walter, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Toronto calls time here. They're down by 18. 1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Toronto timeout. Put your hands together, fans. Here they are, the 407.
get the New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
I'll tell you what, for him, it doesn't get much better than this. Putting on an absolute clinic while the home fans went wild.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Magic.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
After losing the first game, they've come.
So the Magic win it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
know there's money to make. Thought I was catching my break. Still at my job every day. Can't put your pride in the bank. I need some sugar and shine. Need me a slice of that pie. They took a slice of my pride. Turning my blood into pocket. I made me some time. I never got time. I'm missing holidays, but in a lot of ways I'm still gifted. Regardless if it's Christmas, snooze my alarm again. And a lot might come to get me before I ride away in that Bentley. This what he said, you might not wake up if you snooze it again. You can't let a new ever get to your head. Dress for the camera and again. Funny how you look the best when you retire. Funny how you look the same when you die. Respect the dead, they gon' ask me, but you can't see Gucci shoes in it. There's gotta be better ways to lengthen my resume. I wish I could get away. I might just try today. A medal for doing my job. You never need a receipt when you give it to God. But how can I prove I'm alive? My blood and my sweat is a sign. My OG would pull me aside and tell me it's due you died. I got back pain, I got carried away. Migraine, every day, max pain, no minimum wage, tax break. They take everything to be frank. I feel like I'm saying heavy bags, little insane. What if I give it away? I might just try to overwork on the page.
They won't see me blessed. Trying to take my blessings. They ain't trying to see me blessed. All these people with bad energy. Y'all need a fast remedy. It's giving sad energy. Bringing up bad memories. Baby, I'm too good for the bad vibes. Look too good to be chastised. Dripping that water like I just been baptized. Smiling as big as you ain't even got me, I myself. Need an opinion, I'll ask myself. I might as well spend this little cash myself. Been out here getting this back myself. Putting the work in the trenches. It all worked out, bench press. They like how I spit my sentence. Bars on lot, sentence. Big old watch, Benton. I'm in another dimension. I could've bought, but I'm renting. Rather put that in investment. Turn up the vibes to the sun up. Too many bags that I got to run up every time. I come up. I got talking a wide selection. You trying to take my blessings. Yeah, whatever you like. The math ain't right. I do numbers that gon' make your head spin. I'm the one that they call for the help. I'm the one pulling card get dealt. I'm talking about blessings. They don't want to see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. They don't want to see me blessed. They don't want to see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Won't put them boys to rest. Bless. I can feel it in my gut, I'm gonna be super up. I can feel it in my chest, I'm finna be stupid rich. I got money on my mind, I'm talking stupid checks. I'm already blessed, when I get mine, I'm stupid blessed. I spend that grip, ain't saving, I ain't no Superman. I took that, I changed that, now she know who the man. I never lost, she still my sauce, she living through the man. She come right back and for me like two hands. I sent her out and she came back and gave me blue bands. I'm moving smooth, I don't think I know how to lose, man. I'm still that from the sector making moves, fam. You well, I'ma know just what to do, fam. They tryna take my blessings. They wanna see me blessed. Why they wanna take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. They wanna take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they wanna take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed.
God, 8 to the face. God, then the case. God, now halfway. God got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Man, I swear my pick 'em up, then I sit 'em in cold water. Then I order someone to bring 'em. Hope they take the pain away from the feeling that he feel today. You know when you're part of Section 8 and you feel like no one can relate. Cause you are a loner. Endorphins make you stronger. I'm in the house party of my generation. Black as water, never no pancakes in the kitchen. Man, not one of our lives is caught up in the daily superstition that the world is about the end. Gives up, we never do listen unless it comes with an 808 of melodies. PlayStation is technology bump my soul. Looking around and all I see is a big crowd that's fighting for me, and it probably relatives relevant for a rebel stream. Yep, her president is black, she black, purple label on her back, but that dab is like sushi. Straight to her head, then she look at me, she got ADHD. 8 to the face, God, 12 in the case, God, then the halfway. God got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, 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 whoa. Don't gotta live it, give me some more with it. Don't gotta live it, give me some more with it. They always tell me ADHD did it. And then she started. The stuff like no one else in this apartment. Beg your pardon, oh I rap, baby. How old are you? She say 22, I say 23. Okay, then we are babies. Mind you say that? She said, where my drink at? I'ma tell you later, just tell your neighbors. Relax, I stood up, shut the blind, closed the screen, Jumbotron, made to the back where she resides. Then she said, read between the lines, yep. Hope that I get close enough when the light turns down. And the fact that she just might open up when it start to drown. Her body and I know the both of us really deep in the mood now. It's nothing we can do now. Somebody walk in with a of that Bay Area. She looked at me, then looked. Had it, then she grabbed it, then she said, get it understood. You know why we babies, because we born in the 80s, that ADHD crazy. 8 to the face, 12 in the case. God, now halfway. God got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, whoa.